Hi everyone, this is a light language transmission in the Ascension and Manifestation Series. So this is the second one. I had quite a lot of experiences overnight around this feeling of like this ray of manifestation trying to come through me from above, and it's like a whole new level of power coming in, and I could feel how it was trying to teach me from the inside how to direct the power and manifest. We're always manifesting, and we're always doing it powerfully, but it felt like a whole new level, and like I was being taught by doing. It's like I was being taught my path by being on it. Then I woke up with a song in my head, and this is a very powerful song, and I feel it's really important theme for November. I feel it's really, we've got a turning point in the new moon, which I'll do a separate recording for that on the 14th, 15th of November. It's like a turning point, and that's straight after the 11/11 energies. So November is just a really powerful month, so this song, I will link it below, is from The Greatest Showman on Earth, or movie and theatre production, and it's the words were, "I make no apologies, this is me." And there is so much in that song, and there is so much in that movie actually, but there was so much in the song around it's basically being an outcast, being different, being unaccepted by society and by the norms, and having to hide away, and having to live by different rules to everybody else, not allowed to have the romantic partnerships you want because you're not of the right class, or you don't fit in with the family, or and it's an empowering song, because although they're different, they're recognizing that they might be bruised and battered and wounded and different, but they're recognizing their value of who they are. I feel like crying, and so really holding the frequency of this, because I then just watched the song. It's quite powerful, the song. If you watch it, it will help with this transmission, for you to integrate this transmission. So they're standing in their power, and they're making no apologies for their differences. This is who I am, and I don't care what you say. This is who I am, and I'm confident, and I'm proud, and then they make the most of their gifts instead of focusing on all the ways that they are flawed in the perspective of society. So there's a few things that come in here. There's a change of perspective, and there's a self-valuing. And I also felt it in the context of, at a more personal level perhaps, I felt things come up around where I have put my walls up, where I've decided somebody else is just going to hurt me, or they're just not right, or they're not appropriate for me in some way, or I'm not appropriate for them, and our world should stay separate. And where I felt possibly betrayed by that person, or not accepted and not seen and not valued by that person. And I felt that their response was, well, this is me. I make no apologies about who I am, as if they haven't done anything wrong. So there's that side of it as well. And that felt very harsh, and it felt like a big wall coming from them, and then a big wall on my side in response. And as I allowed the energies that are coming through for this transmission to temper that and work through it, it shifted. The energy completely shifted, and I felt them saying, "This is my apology, and this is me." So it softened, their walls came down, and they were able to have compassion for how I felt in the dynamic between us, and take their wall down and also show their softness and show who they really were. And then I could feel an incredible difference as we shifted into love. So love and connection and oneness. And that's really what this transmission's about. So the cards that came out following that were from the Good Tarot deck. And the first one was the Ace of Air. These are such beautiful cards. They're by Collette Baron-Reid. I'm going to read it to you. Destiny and fate, the law of karma, powerful forces of transformation at work, synchronicity. Meaningful coincidences and forces beyond my human control are operating in my life now for the highest good. Things are happening now with great velocity. I can expect quick results that will lead me forward with excellent information. So it's really connecting to that higher plan. And I feel these are the energies that are coming in for November. Powerful forces of transformation at work and synchronicity. Synchronicity is our GPS. It's the universe showing us the way, showing us that path that I was talking about earlier through being on it. The next one I got was the Hanged Man, which feels around the 12th of November. I feel it coming in just before the new moon on the 15th. It's a 12 card in the deck, in the Major Arcana, and it's straight after the 11:11 portal starts, so and just before the new moon, and it's about sacrifice and surrender are necessary at times like this. Nothing in life is free, nor does anything happen according to my timetable. When this card appears, I'm reminded that a delay is in my best interest, that until all the elements are in place, I'm meant to surrender to the greater will, for the highest good of all. Time for me to let go of my attachments to how I thought things had to be. I'm called to surrender and wait to see how things play out. So it's surrendering to that higher purpose that has just, put its hand up and said, hey, I'm at work, listen to me. And understanding that any delays are for a reason and they're for your highest good. And they're also about you changing your perspective, seeing things differently, just like that song had multiple ways of looking at it, and all were true. It's true, you need to accept yourself and make no apologies about who you are. But at the same time, you can have compassion for how that feels to somebody else, and you don't have to be hard about it, if you know what I mean. So there's a seeing from all perspectives there, and a letting go of the walls of protection and rigidity that keep you safe, and surrendering to your own heart and soul and to the higher plan. Then following on from that, which is what we're going to be moving into and what that brings, that surrender brings, and the taking down of the walls, and what the light language is going to bring in as well. That's the shift that I felt from the walls up to the standing in your authenticity with softness rather than with defensiveness. So this is number 6, the card of love and oneness. In all of life, there is only the illusion of separation. In fact, we are all reflections of one another. When I make choices, I tend to see things as either or. What if every choice I make is about an experience, a sharing, and an exploring? When I choose to see the unity in all things, magic abounds. Love is all around me. Spirit loves me unconditionally, and I can give and receive abundant love. So it's shifting from separation to oneness, from protecting my individuality and who I am, to accepting who I am and sharing that lovingly. So I hope that's all clear, but as usual, the light language, when it comes in, it speaks to the parts of you that it needs to, and it goes where it needs to go, and it brings the information with it in the way that you can digest it and integrate it. So yeah, just get yourself comfortable, open your heart, and receive the codes. It's just a katakoto choko so toko jibisa takatakato. It's just a katakatakatakatakato is takatata toko takatako so toko. It's a chocoso toko chocoso toko jitkasa takachoboko so toko achokoso toko achokoboto. It's just a katapataka toko so toko choboko so toko so takachoboko tekikato. It's just a kotakataka so toko chikasa takatoko Chuboko toko so toko chubo toko so topo taka chuboko. Ipachuko so kobuti toko chusko toko chubusata toko chuko toko taka chubo. Just a kapataka toko choko so topoti taka chusko topoti. Itakataka sataka toko chuko so tokoti taka chuboko so toti taka chuko so toko so toko. Isa just toko chukasataka taka bachusko toko taka chisko toko topo chikasataka toko to. Isa just a kataka toko toti taka sataka chuko so toko tobita just taka toko topoko. Isa just toko bita kachasko topoko cheese taka toko so choko toko chobasaka taka toko so toko chobutaka sataka topoko to. Isa just a kataka toko so toko chosko topota choko so toko so toko taka choso toko. It's just toko so toko chipasa taka toko chosko toko tachos toko toko. It's just a kataka toko so toko chosko toko tati just katapo. Just a kataka toko chosko toko chosko taka chosko toko. It's a taka toko so toko taka chosko toko taka chosko toko. It's a chakataka toko so toko so toko taka chuka so toko taka chosko toko so tika toko isa taka sataka taka chosko toko taka chuka so toko taka chuka so toko tata just taka toko so toko taka toko chosko toko so taka toko yakataka sataka toko chosko taka so toko taka chuka so toko taka akata taka toko chosko toko Isa taka so toko so toko taka sataka so toko taka chuka so toko chipaskata toko. It's getting a lot there around connecting to home, being your heavenly home, your home within yourself, the spiritual home, and having that feeling of belonging, and knowing that you have a place here in this world. You have a role, you have a place, you're supposed to be here. You're wanted, your energies are wanted, and you are wanted to be in your power. You're wanted to be manifesting your desires because your desires are part of the divine plan. The desires are put in you from your soul. They are your divine plan for you to follow, and you have a lot of helpers up there trying to help you bring that through into your reality. And this month especially is a time where what you manifest can grow. What you do with passion can grow, and it can flourish, and it can move quickly. Again, that message from the Ace of Air about powerful forces of transformation at work. Transformation means letting go of what you're holding on to from fear or from not trusting who you are and what you're here for, not trusting that you're supported, not trusting that you have the power to manifest it. And I was also getting about the base chakra, which is survival level. So again, about fearing you won't make the money if you transform to what you really want to be doing, or to really living your passion. Again, that's trusting that you won't be supported in the 3D level. If sakatoko chupo sotoko toko chupo skotopu toko choskotopu itaka sotoko butaka alko sotoko chupikita sataka boko sotoko kotopo chikato sopotoko toko chupitsakata pokotopu popotoko soto. Isa chaka sataka poko sotoko topo choskoto kosotoko. Isa chasataka potoko putitaka katoko sotopo chipuka sataka kataka sapotoko potoko chupoko sopote. Isa chasapata kotoko sotoko toko chupoko sotoko potoko sokopoto. Taka chupoko toko sopotoko potoko chupoko sotoko kotoko sokotoko potoko chokopotoko popotoko sopoto. Isa pakata kachapo sotoko toko chupasataka poto. Isa chasakapataka po otopo oto o. This is about just the final word there was reminding me of a message I just received as I woke up this morning. It was a friend telling me about a series she's watching on Netflix about a heart-centered community in Hawaii, and saying, wow, the men are so heart-centered. We should move there. And I mean, there are so many beautiful heart-centered men, but not necessarily all together in a community. And you can really feel the difference when someone is heart-centered and they're coming from their heart and soul. They're disconnected from the matrix, or bringing that love into the matrix, into the 3D world. And this is what we're doing. And my guidance was, you don't need to move to be amongst your tribe. The more you create that heart-centered living within yourself, the more it springs up around you. Isa akachko opo, isa takachopo oto sokopota kachaka sataboko, ipataka otokopo sotokoro kotokachata tapatokopo. So, rest well, let that integrate. I hope you can feel that shift from defensiveness, protection, to worthiness, love and unity. And I hope that from that you can see how that confidence and passion that comes through you from that place manifests in the world, what you desire for yourself and what you desire for the world, and truly creates a heart-centered world. Blessings. Take care.